Hello, I'm Aaron.
And I'm Stella.
And we're the Drawing Duo. We're back here with our second video. The first video we talked about very geometric shapes. The second video we're going to look at a character that's a little more organic. And he is?
Finn from Adventure Time.
Finn from Adventure Time. See, Finn's base structure is very geometric. It's made of mostly rectangles and circles. But when you start to finish him off, he gets more organic. And when he's animated, his arms are very floppy and organic. His legs are very floppy and organic. So we're going to look at drawing him today. Are we ready?
Let's get right into it.
Let's do it. So the second character we're going to try is Finn from Adventure Time. When you watch the animation of him, he is very much more organic and flowy, but from the base level, he is actually very geometric. And so we're going to show you kind of how to break him down from geometric. So the first thing is we're going to draw a really tall rectangle. Do your best. Again, this is why we have pencils and erasers. We don't need to be perfect. This is rough. So there's our base rectangle. This is our base shape of Finn. So a little round, I would say half of the rectangle is where we're going to draw a line across. Okay? And on the outside of that rectangle, we're going to kind of draw, we'll do this way even. We'll draw some lines all the way up. Again, because we can erase it, we can draw lines all the way up. We're just trying to make a couple parallel lines here. We want them to be kind of the same size on either side, so I'm having a little bit of a hard time doing that. Okay, and here's what we're going to do. Where they're at the top, we are going to make these little kind of mountains on both sides. And mine look like they're a little tall, so I'm going to erase them and make them a little smaller.
Mine too.
A little smaller. They're not too big. Okay, and on the bottom, I'm going to make them a little wider here. But I'm actually going to create his legs. And those are Finn's legs. And this is kind of his shirt line. And then he's got kind of these donuts around his ankle. His legs actually are kind of thin, so I'm going to thin them out a little bit.
They look like socks.
Yeah, they're like the tops of like if you were to roll your socks.
Yeah.
You know, like go a big pair of knee-high socks and roll them down.
Yeah.
So we're going to create those kind of knee-high sock donuts around her ankles. It's like he's wearing white donuts on his ankles. White donuts.
White donuts.
So I'm going to create the donuts. I might be making them a little too big, maybe a little bit. And this is all about practice. The more you practice, you get the sizes right.
Yeah.
And then he's got kind of these kind of booties that come out. And they're a little more organic compared to the rest of him. And his arms and legs are very much like pipe cleaners. So I'm going to try and get rid of some of the extra lines.
They're bendy. His arms and legs are kind of bendy.
And you have to strap him down. A lot of times I'll tilt the paper when I need to draw curves. Sometimes it works better that way than trying to draw straight. And it's okay. And his pants kind of go over a little bit. The legs to kind of create this crease. So we're getting a little detailed right now, but that's kind of some of the aspects of it. So down here at the bottom of the legs, since we've already got the legs going, he's got a bit of a crease to show those like sock rolls. Okay. So at the top we can erase these inner lines because we don't need them. We can erase these lines. We don't need them. So then it's just one big shape at the top. But we did start with just one big rectangle. So now we're just trying to clean it up a little bit. Get his body shape in there. And he's got just a slight arc to his pants, top of his pants. So we're going to do that. And then he's definitely got a bit of a slight arc to the top of his head. So we'll add that in there too. Now the other geometric aspect of him is his face is really a lot of an oval. But what we're going to do so we can kind of get that oval right is we're going to find that the top part of him about a little over half, a little less than a third, or a little less than a half, a little over a third. We're going to create his mask. And then within that mask, then you create kind of the oval that is the in part of his mask. And I think I went a little far. No, it's not bad. It's not bad.
It needs to go up a little more.
Okay. So then we have the kind of cutout in his mask. And he loves wearing his backpack, so we're just going to put these kind of donuts on the outside that create kind of the straps from his backpack. And he's got a very simple face structure. He generally, unless he has one of his moments where he's being very expressive, it's generally just 2 dots and a small curve. And then his arms are much more organic. So his arms are kind of like big pipe cleaners.
Yeah.
So they come down, they're bendy. Oh, and what I forgot down here is that he's not wearing pants, he's wearing shorts.
Mine looks like a robot.
So he's got shorts on, so we're going to put his shorts on down here so that you can see his legs. He's got shorts on. And he's got these bendy arms, and his bendy arms come all the way down, almost the bottom of his shorts. And they're parallel, kind of pipe cleaner type arms. And on the one hand, this has got a little wide. On the one hand, his fingers are simple, just 3 little fingers. Like that. And on this one, he's going to have maybe a funny expression where he maybe puts his hand up because he's got these pipe cleaner arms.
It's bendy.
And he's got these very bendy arms.
And long and bendy.
Long and bendy. And he likes to wiggle them a lot. He's got his hand come out here and he's saying, yo, take a look at this.
It's like he's holding a gem.
Yeah. It's like he's holding a gem. And we could draw the gem and there'd be like, gem. All its facets or whatever. Sparkle. So, my fin got a little wide. He's not quite this wide. He should have been skinnier.
Mine is extra wide.
If I were to take the paper and go like, ooh, maybe it'd be better. But overall, fin is just a giant rectangle with some smaller rectangles. He's got some donuts. He's got an oval. And that's Finn. I hope you enjoyed today's video where we drew Finn from Adventure Time. He's a good example of structurally, he's very geometric. He's just made out of rectangles and circles. But his arms, his legs are kind of like pipe cleaners, so they're very organic and they kind of, do that. And when he's animated, he does a lot of wavy stuff. Come back for our next video. Our next video, we're going to be looking at even a more organic shape, a more organic character. His form is more organic, so come back for that, and we'll see you next time.